to cohesive forces is called surface tension. Surface tension is defined as the energy required to increase the surface area of a liquid. This will depend on the strength of the cohesive forces in the liquid. The stronger the cohesive forces, the stronger the surface tension, as any increase in surface area will necessarily disrupt some of these interactions. Different liquids have different surface tensions, and water has an irregularly high surface tension, considering the small size of the molecule. This is because of the strong hydrogen bonding occurring. Water does not want to reduce the amount of hydrogen bonding occurring by increasing the surface area, and this phenomenon is the reason that a paperclip, if carefully placed on top of water, will float. The paperclip is more dense than water, so it should sink, but the surface tension keeps it afloat based on the strength of all the hydrogen bonds. Many bugs take advantage of surface tension in order to walk across water, even though they too are more dense than water. It is the strength of the cohesive forces between the water molecules that supports them. If an object like a bug were to pierce the surface of the water, some of the hydrogen bonds would have to be disrupted, as some of the volume would then be occupied by something other than water molecules. That is why the surface of any body of water can act almost like a stretched rubber membrane, if the object interacting with the surface is sufficiently light. Of course, if a human tries to walk on water, their mass is such that gravity will win over the cohesive forces, so don't try this at home. Let's learn about one more phenomenon. If you dip a paper towel into water, the water will climb up the paper towel against gravity. This is an example of something called capillary action, which is when a liquid flows through a material because of attractions between the liquid molecules and the surface of the material. These adhesive forces, combined with the cohesive forces in the liquid, may be enough to move the liquid upwards against gravity. Paper towels are made of materials that are attracted to water molecules, namely cellulose, which has lots of hydroxyl groups. So when a paper towel is dipped in water, the molecules will move upwards into the material to maximize the hydrogen bonding that is occurring. We can also see capillary action occurring when we dip a narrow glass tube into water. Because the water molecules are attracted to the glass, the water will naturally rise up through the tube without any force being applied. Once again, the strength of the adhesive forces between the water and the glass is strong enough to outweigh the force of gravity, and the more narrow the tube, the higher the water will climb. Even nature uses capillary action, as some plant cells are able to bring water and nutrients up from the soil and into the roots of the plant, partly by capillary action. We can quantify capillary action in a specific manner by seeing the height that the liquid will rise up to in a glass capillary tube, and this height will depend on the surface tension, the contact angle between the liquid and the tube, as well as the radius of the tube, the density of the liquid, and the acceleration due to gravity. So by applying the concept of intermolecular forces to liquids and their interface with a solid surface, we are